Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special figure unboxing and review we're going to be looking at the 2005 ehobby exclusive. This is the first toy version of Orion Pax, Dion, and then there's a bonus character in there, Barrelroller, as well. So we're going to open this up in a second. We're going to have a quick look at them in both of their modes. We're going to compare them with the original owners of the mold and indeed see how they look with some of the other later versions of these particular characters. So before we get started, I'd like to remind anybody who's not subscribed to the channel, if you'd like to hit that subscribe button for me now please, because it really will help me out. And I'm also going to bring some ehobby figures in as well, just to I suppose give you a bit of an idea of how good the ehobby toy line was. So we've got a bit of a sticker there, which to be honest I'm probably going to take off, and as you can tell, or as you can probably tell in the packaging, that is a straight up redeco of Cup. We're going to have a look at that in a bit more detail, and I'm going to explain, as I say, why I'm showing you that. For those of you who don't know, ehobby are basically, they work alongside Takara in Japan, and what they do is they took all the molds of all the original, well, not all of them, they took loads of molds, and basically they gave us characters that we never had. Now they started off initially with like the Diaclone molds, and we had things like Clampdown and stuff like that, but then what they did was they got the Grapple mold, we got Hauler, we had the Seeker mold, we had Sandstorm, and a few others. And as I say, this is the first toy incarnation of Orion Pax and indeed Dion. As I say, since then we've had a couple of other versions of them. This obviously was open, but I was going to open it anyway. Well, I think it is. It looks that way. Unfortunately, by the looks of it, it doesn't have all of its paperwork, but I'm not too fussed with that. If you're new to the channel, you will probably wondering why I'm opening it anyway, but I do open all of the ehobby sort of figures anyway, because I just want to get them out and I want to display them. This is another case of the one that got away. I watched this for so long when it first came out, and then I just, you know, because I didn't really have too much affiliation to the characters, I didn't pull the trigger with it. And it's again one of them regrets that you get. I suppose it's a definite fear of missing out. Let me see if I can pull this out without making a racket. Just about. Now I don't think that that's been removed. In fact, this must be an unused set because I can't see any stickers. No, it is. It's an unused set. So there we go. No stickers or paperwork to show you, unfortunately. But yeah, so as I say, this is the one that got away, and I'm just so pleased that I've managed to get it again. So I need to thank Paul at the Space Bridge, because that is where this came from. Right, let's get rid of all of these for now, and we're going to talk. And in fact, I'll transform him because he's a G1, so it shouldn't take too long either. So as you saw, the packaging was very G1-esque. This is the Targetmaster Cup reuse of the mold. So the Targetmaster Cup, which you'll see in a second, had the larger holes, and this bit on the back, which has got the huge circle, and that's where you can put the Targetmaster in, whereas the standard cup mold didn't have that at all, and he had much thinner holes in the fists because he wasn't expected or needed to carry a weapon that was as big, as I say, as, there he is, Barrelroller. So what they've done there, you can see they've inverted the colours. So we've got black legs and grey torso as opposed to the other way around. These are quite cool, to be honest, because they were their little Nebulon partners, but they were also weapons at the same time. So that is how you would attach, or indeed attach it that way with regards to him. There's not much more to say about Barrelroller, to be fair, apart from, yes, he is just a inverted colours version of Recoil. And there they are again together, just for the last comparison. Nice little bonus to have him there, though. And as I say, this was your first incarnation of Orion Pax. So let's get him transformed. This is usually quite awkward, but that's quite easy because it's brand new, obviously. It's a shame it hasn't got the stickers. But yeah, as I was saying, ehobby, with Takara's obviously help and license, basically made characters and toys of the figures that we never got. Started off with the Diaclone molds, and then they just expanded, and then they started doing the stuff like the shattered glass figures as well, to be honest. So they were Japanese only. Some of them were store exclusives. If you've not seen anything like these on the channel, then before, check out the ehobby in Japanese exclusive playlist on the channel. For anybody wondering, he's got the original plastic wheels, the plastic wheels, not the metal, which of course was obviously used with with the Targetmaster version. Right, there's not much more to show you. I'm buzzing. I'm actually looking at this. It's a shame there's not a camera focusing in on me now, because I've got the biggest daftest grin on my face ever. Yeah, it's just a cup. It is literally, look, it's just a cup repaint. They've not even changed the head, but the face sculpt works really well. Or maybe it's just the painting and the colour on him. Again, I think it looks really, really good. Now, you could, of course, put the Targetmaster in his fists. That's, of course, what they're there for. But because they're 5mm pegs, I suppose that means that it's pretty industry standard. I've just got an Optimus Prime gun there, and it will actually fit in his hand. And of course, any of the newer figures, newer versions of yeah, anything, to be fair. There you go, there's Fractured, oh no, that needs to go through typically, but I was going to say Fractured Friendships Megatron would have fit no problem. In fact, there is the 86 Optimus Prime's gun, and there you go, just to prove that. Yes, it's massive for him, but again, the fact that these 5mm ports have stayed universal for so long. Right, that is obviously, as I say, there's Orion Pax, there's the original owner of the mold, and then now, because we've had quite a few figures, funnily enough, and again, I said this in the comments, look, it's another use of a cup mold, which again is quite interesting that they do tend to use the cup mold. And as soon as I say that, this isn't at all, that is Hound's mold. Let's move over here just to get him in, and we've got another giant Orion Pax there as well. So there we go, considering there was none. 2005 was the first, and then since then, especially in the last 3 years or so, we've had quite a few Orion Paxes. There is, of course, the Power of the Primes one as well, but they're the ones that I'm going to be showing you today. In fact, I took out his normal gun, which is there, and that again is just a straight up redeco of the original 1986 version. So that is him. Let's move him out of the way. Now we're going to bring in Dion, which is funnily enough, I know he's not a favorite character at all, but I'm sure you can all tell that it is in fact a straight up redeco of Wheelie. And again, this was the first figure of him as well. Right, so the alternate mode, I love the alternate mode, because the alternate mode for Wheelie is really good. It's the robot modes that's not the greatest. The alternate mode is, you know, it's a Cybertron. It looks futuristic, like a Cybertronian vehicle, and I think it does tend to work really, really well. We did have I think it was a BotCon, or definitely one of the collectors clubs anyhow. That's of course another version of him that we had before we had the mainline release, which I'm going to bring in for you in a minute. Let's see if I can carefully transform him. It shouldn't be too difficult, but sometimes they do tend to get a bit stiff. Let's bring this down, fold his feet out, because the thing is with these, to be honest, once I've transformed them, then I'm just gonna keep these in their robot mode. And again, just a straight up redeco, no real difference whatsoever, to be honest. As I say, just although it looked like there that he had a waist swivel, because it looked completely off. In honesty, obviously it's not. And then again, it was the War Dawn pack, wasn't it? Oh no. And for anybody who watched the War Dawn pack, they would have seen that exactly what just happened again. The arm fell off. So again, the constant reuse of that cup mold has took its toll on my versions anyway. Right, there he is then. So that is Dion. This is the ehobby set. Let's just very quickly, let's just see what we can do with regards to just giving it a bit of a, let's see how things have changed over the years, sort of, I suppose, look at them. So we've got them there. Let's get rid of Wheelie. We don't want Wheelie at all. That's good. There you are. There's some other, there you go. Let's fit these in there like so. And there we go. I think that's pretty much it, to be fair, with them. I need to bring him back in, because this is where I'm just going to very quickly now grab you a load of ehobby figures, just so you can see how good they are and the things that they did with certain figures. So let's just move him out of the way. And once again, these are ehobby Japanese exclusive figures. So again, same with Orion Pax and Dion. That is Sunstorm's first appearance in a toy, an official one anyway. As I said, here's some of the earlier ones. There is Deep Cover. We've obviously already had a crosscut, which of course came out in Legacy, and then probably what I'm about, and of course we've had a Detritus like so. And again, as I say, these just used all the existing molds. Something that's very current at the moment, there is Pathfinder. which again, I've still not got my new version yet. And of course, treads as well. So treads, they just came out obviously as part of the GoBot pack. Last sort of few here just to bring in. Coming out in the next wave, that is Overcharge, which of course is the Blitzwing redeco. And then I'm definitely going to call it, so let's say it, I'm sure we're going to be seeing the Generation Selects versions of these Insecticons as well very, very soon. In fact, Bug Bite's here as well. So of course they did a Bug Bite Generations, and they did a Bug Bite little one. So there you go. That is the ehobby exclusive set of Cup, Dion and I forgot his name, but the barrel gun. There you go. I hope you enjoyed looking at him. As I say, if you've not heard or seen any of these before, check out the playlist, because they're just a great set of figures and lovely colours on them all. There you go, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care.